coding breaks. So in this session we are going to see about NumPy data types. Which data types will the NumPy supports and what are the things it will support, we will see now. So let us get into that. So NumPy will support strings, integer, float, boolean and complex. These are the different data types NumPy will support. You know that strings, like if you are enclosed with double quotes, it is called as a string, right? So this next one is integer. Integer means like it may be positive numbers, it may be negative numbers, like that, like -1, -2, -3, 1, 2, 3, like that. So next one is float, which is having the decimal numbers like 0.2, 1.2, 42.42, 2.0, 3.0, 4.5. All this comes under float, which is of decimal numbers. Next one is boolean. We know the boolean is always 0 or 1 or true or false, like that, right? Next is complex numbers. So what is this complex numbers is? It is the numbers which are represented in the form of a plus ij form. So it will be in a plus ij form, where we will write the values of a and I. Like here I have given a simple example like 1.0 plus 2.0j. So this is how you will represent the complex numbers. It will be in the format of a plus ij form. So this is about complex numbers. So apart from these data types, it will also support with one character data types, like we have seen integer, I is integer, b is boolean. We haven't seen this u, unsigned integer. So this unsigned integer is like -1 is having the sign, right? -1 is having the sign, so it won't come under unsigned integer. It is having sign, so it comes under signed integer. So whereas unsigned integers is 1, 2, like this. So this is what about unsigned integers. Then float, complex float, time delta data, we have already seen about these things, right? So next is object, next is string. So we can also represent with one letter. So U is UniX string, V is fixed chunk of memory for other type like void, other type of data types. So we are also having like if we want to check the data type, so which data type it is. If we are giving some numbers and if we want to check which data type it is, so we are having a property called DType. We are having a property called DType. So with the help of this DType, we can check which type of property it is. So let me copy this. So here I have given import NumPy as NumPy. So I have imported this. And after this, what I am doing, so all this we have already studied. We have already seen, right, how to initialize the array and all. So here I am checking the data type with DType. Here are the DType. So it will give which type of array it is, whether it is like string or integer or what it is. So it will give as int 32. Int 32. It is of integer. It is of having 32. Int 32. So you are having 32 and 64 like this. So you are getting int 32. So we will see one more example which is of string. So you will get this. What you will get for the string you will see. So here what I have told you that if we are having, if we are enclosed with either double quotes or with the single quotes, it is, we can conclude it as a string, right? So this is one string. So here I am checking what type of data it is. So let me check what type of data. So U6. U6 is select string. Next thing is how to create array with a defined data type. So here I am giving example, well, like which type it is. So just now we have seen with the single digit, right? So sorry, single number, a single letter, like DType equal to capital S. So what is this capital S will give? It will give a string, right? So this here I have given as a list array. So but it will show you as a string because here I have given the string. So let us check the output what it will give. So here I am printing the array. So it is B1, 2, 3, 4 like this. B1, B2, B3 and B4. So like this it will print because 1, 2, 3, 4 comes under string. You can see with the single quote. So here I am checking D type. So it is giving S1 like this. So next example. So you can also give size also. Like here I have given I4. So you can check what is this. So here we can give for integer, float, string. We can give as a size as well I4. And I'm checking the data type. So here you can get 1, 2, 3, 4 as we have mentioned. And I'm getting integer type. It is of 32. So here I have mentioned integer of and the size is I4 I have mentioned like that. Next we will see some math operations performed with the array. So with the array we can transpose the array, we can do whatever the square root we have performed, maximum, sum, all these things we will see. So here I have given array equal to np.array, I have initialized the array and I have given dtype equal to np.float. So I am initializing this as a float type. So what is a float type? It will give 4.0, 7.0 like that. And then for the second array, I am giving here as 3, 6, 2, 8. I have initialized two arrays, first array and the second array. Then I am performing here sum. Sum equal to np dot add array of 1 and array of 2. I am performing addition of these two arrays. So 4 plus 3 is 7 and 7 plus 6 is 13, 2 plus 2 is 4 and 6 plus 8 is 14. So you will see here 7, 13, 4 and 14. This is about sum. Here I have performed the sum addition of the two arrays. Then I am performing np dot sum of arr of 1. So I am performing only this addition. The sum of all the numbers like 4 plus 7, 11 plus 2, 13 plus 6, 19. So I'm getting as 19. Since I have given here float, so I'm getting 19.0. So this is about summing of array 1. So if you want to square root of array 1, so you will square root of this. Square root of 4 is 2. So you will get 2. And then square root of 7, 2.64, square root of 2, square root of 6, like this you will get. Finally, I am doing the transpose of the array. So here I have used np.square root, np.sum, all this it is already predefined methods. So here I am doing the transpose of the array. So how can I do the transpose of the array? It's a big question mark, right? So don't fill that. So here we are already having the built-in function called t. So I'm using arr1.t. So this built-in function, it will transpose the array. Transpose is nothing but what? Like it will convert the rows into columns and columns into rows. It will interchange rows and columns. That's all. So here, see here, I am having the array as 4, 7, 2, 6, right? 4, 7 and in the down you will get 2 and 6. So while you are transposing, you will get the array as 4, 2 and 7, 6. This is how you will transpose the array. So this is about doing the square root and doing the transpose of the array, all these things. So now let us get into the next concept. So what if the value cannot be converted? So if the value cannot be converted, like if you are giving string and if you are performing addition, like that, like if the value cannot be converted, so what you will get is you will get the error called as value error. So this is how you will get, so you will get the value error. So in Python, value error is raised. When it will be raised is the type of passed argument to a function is unexpected or incorrect. So I am expecting the string. So if you give the integer, then it will give as value error. The function or the method is expecting one argument and you are passing the other argument, then you will get it as value error. So let us see a simple example for value error. So here I am passing the integer. So here I am passing the string. Let me give you. Here I am passing the string a, 2 and 3. So here I am using the integer. So what it will give? So you can see the output. It will give you the value error because a is of integer type, invalid literal for int with base 10. So that is how you will get the error. So next, converting data type on existing arrays. So if you are having already one array on the existing array, how you will convert? So you will have a special function called as type. You will have a special method called as type. So it will convert it into the type which you want. So here I am passing I. So I is nothing but integer, right? So it is having float. So this float will be converted to integer. How it will convert? You can see. So see here, 1.1 is converted to 1 and 2.1 is converted to 2, 3.1 is converted to 3. And here I am asking which data type it is. So it is of type int32. This is all. And also you can pass like int. You can also pass int. We have seen this integer, right? So it will also give the same type. 1, 2, 3 and int32. So you can use a single word, single letter, and also you can use the full data type. So this is how you can do. So next you can also use the boolean. So what does a boolean will give? Whether it is true or false, like that it will check. So if it is having boolean value, like if it is having 0, then it will give false. But in the remaining situations, whatever the values you pass, you will get it as true. So for the 0, you will get it as false, and for 1 you got true, and for 3 you got true. And which data type it is? It is of boolean data type. So this is how you can perform. Next thing is NumPy array and copy. Array copy versus view. What is the difference between copy and view? What does a copy will do and what does a view will do? So what is this copy and view is just for copying. So copy, what will the copy will do is it will copy the new array. It copies a new array and the view will be just as the original array. View can be viewed as an original array. Like whatever the array you are giving, it will give you the original array, whereas copy is a new array. So for the copy, what you will do is, if you do any changes to that original array, if you are adding the elements or if you are deleting the elements, it will not affect the original array. As it is, whatever the array is there before, it will remain the same. Whereas view, if you are adding any element or if you are deleting any element of that view from the view array, then what it will give is it will change the original array. So for example, if you are adding an element to the array, so you are adding 42 to the array, or you are adding 30 to the array for the existing array. So what the view will do is it will change the original array and it will display whatever the adding values you are giving, like that. So we will see with the example. So this is the example for copy. So what does the copy will do? This copy will not affect the original array. So here I'm using arr.copy and I'm passing arr of 0 equal to 42. For the 0 value, you should get 42. For the first value, you will get 42. And I'm printing arr and I'm printing x. So you can find that original array will not be changed. See, it is adding 42 and finally it is printing whatever the original array is. So it will not affect for the original array. Whereas view, if you are going with the view, you can see here. if you are going with the view, it will affect to the original array. So here I am giving here, let me import NumPy. It is giving error. Import NumPy as NP. So here you can see that I am passing the view. So I am giving here view. ARR.view, and I am adding the first value as 42. The ARR of 0 is 42, and I am printing array and I am printing X. So it will affect the original array. As we have studied, view will be affected with the original array. So you can see here. This is what the difference between copy and view. So copy will affect the original array, whereas view will not affect the original array. So this is about copy and view. Then how to check your own data, if the array is having its own data or not. So you can check by base object. You can check like this. So here I have given one example. If the attribute is having the base, then it will return the none. Otherwise it will show you the data. So if the attribute is affected, then it will show data. If it is not affected, it will show none. So here see, I am giving print x dot base and I am giving print y dot base. So copy will not be affected, right? So it is giving none, and y will be affected, right? So it is giving the data. This is what about copy and view and how to check. So NumPy array shape. So we have seen the reshaping of array, right, in our previous session. So how to reshape if you are having both the arrays, A and B arrays, if you are having both the same sizes, then you can reshape the array. But what is about the shaping of an array? Here you will see. So for the shape of an array, you will get the dimensions as well as you will get the number of elements. So here what is the dimension of the array? So it is 2-dimensional. The rank of this is 2 because it is 2-dimensional array. And how many elements are there? 1, 2, 4 elements. So you are getting 2-dimensional array and 4 elements. This is how you will get the output of the ARR.shape. That means it will give the first element as the dimension and the second element as number of elements in an array. This is how you will get. The next example, if you want to pass the n-dimensional, so how you can pass we have seen already, right? So you will give n-dimensional equal to 5. This is how you will give the n-dimensional array. So here I am giving 5-dimensional and I am printing the shape. So you can expect the output. So you will get it as, so this is what the 5-dimensional array and shape of the array is 1, 1, 1, 4 because it is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and here you are having 4 elements. So this is how you will get. So next, what does the shape tuple represent? So the tuple, what does it will represent is, you know that if you are representing it as 5th element, then it will be like if the index value is 4, then we can say that it is 5th element because the dimension here is 4 and you will add one element and add 1, that is 4 plus 1 is 5th element. You can say 5th dimension has 4 elements because it will be starting with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that we will count. So we can say that it is 5th dimension is having 4 elements. So this is what about the dimensional and NumPy array shapes and copy, view, all these things. This is about this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for today. Bye bye.